Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Today I'll be unboxing the Black Tarot. This is by Natasha Williams and illustrated by Kimishka Naidoo. It is published by Running Press. This is their RP Studio line. They also, not only do they have a tarot deck, but they also have a journal, which we will be taking a deeper look at after the deck. Super excited because I feel like I never see decks like this in the mass market space, where the deck is entirely people of color, Black people specifically. And I find that really interesting because a lot of the time I'll see decks like this more in the indie space, in the indie realm, which makes sense because, you know, a lot of creators who are Black or people of color will make their own decks, and then of course they will make them indie, though indie decks are not always affordable. So I love the fact that Running Press it put out this deck because it amplifies and showcases, you know, more voices of Black individuals. Though I don't know if the illustrator is Black or not. I do know that the author stated that they're a person of color, but I don't know if that they are Black, and I don't want to make assumptions, especially if I don't know that information. So yes, so it is created by people of color, which is fantastic, and amplifies those voices, which I absolutely love. So I'm really excited to dive into this deck. I'm so happy that I had received it for review. If you haven't seen my RP Mystic Coven December goodies video, I will leave that linked in the cards above. It will be available in the top right hand corner. Click the eye and the video will be there if you'd like to check it out. So let's get into it. I'm just going to put the journal to the side for now so we can focus on the deck. So the deck retails for $28 in the US, $35 in Canada. In the back here it says, "Let the spirits guide you. Awaken ancestral ties and connect to the divine with Black Tarot." A deluxe tarot deck and guidebook set from author Natasha Williams, featuring and celebrating exclusively Black figures and imagery. This deluxe set includes 78 full-color tarot cards and a 144-page full-color illustrated guidebook and a keepsake box. I am so excited. So yes, so we have a magnetic box here. This is like their typical packaging when it comes to their decks, when it comes to their full-size decks, I should say. And then inside we have another box with the cards. I love the color palette of the orange and the purple. So nice. So nice. Okay, so I'm going to put that back here. We have the book. We have the deck. This is the tuck box. Now, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you know that tuck boxes are not really my thing. They're so annoying. But I will say that Running Press, their tuck boxes are so sturdy. It's unbelievable. Like, I'm actually really impressed with the quality of their tuck boxes, because whenever I buy a tuck box deck, it's like so flimsy. The corners are like already smushed up and weird and things, but this is like so sturdy, even empty, and I'm like really impressed by it. So yeah, let's put that there. So I'm just going to take out the cards. We're going to move that over so I can look at the book. I'm so excited. Look how beautiful that is. So gorgeous. The spine is orange. Really nice. Okay, let's see what kind of information we have in here. Okay, so we have a table of contents. Love that. So we have Understanding the Tarot. We have Black Tarot Deck Guidebook, Symbolism, Suits, Alignment, Affirmations. We have spreads. We have a lot of spreads. Nice. I love that. I love a lot of spreads. We have Preparing for a Reading, and then we have card meanings, and then author and illustrator. I want to know more about the author and the illustrator. So let's look at this. Okay, so Natasha Williams is a creator, activist, and author of the children's book I Affirm Me, the ABCs of Inspiration for Black Kids, and of the self-published children's book What's the Commotion in the Ocean? Ooh, okay. I'm going to look at those up and look and see what they are. So Natasha was born in mountain time in Aurora, Colorado, and grew up living in the United States and South Africa. Oh, so fun. She received a bachelor's degree from William Jewell College and a diploma in culinary arts and wine from Prue Leith Chef's Academy. Nice. She's a chef. Awesome. I love that. She has a master's degree in curriculum and instruction with a gifted and talented endorsement from Regent University. Natasha lives in North Glen, Colorado with her husband. She is passionate about real conversations and about feeling at home in the deep end and loves gathering, learning, and healing with others through genuine human connection. Beautiful. Love that so much. Natasha pursues social justice, decolonizing work, and creating for her community full-time. Her current projects range from educator-created anti-racist curriculum development to designing ancestral money for individuals of the African diaspora, I believe is how you pronounce that. Apologies if I mispronounce that. You can find her on Instagram at Writing to Change the Narrative, which is where I follow her, and decolonize_you. I'm going to look that account up and give it a follow. Then we have the illustrator. Okay, so she is from South Africa. Awesome. Okay, so then we have Kimishka Naidoo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I apologize if I am not. Multidisciplinary creative from South Africa. She studied motion picture at AFDA, South African School of Motion Picture and Live Performance. Awesome. After a few years of traveling and working as a video editor and motion graphics artist, she returned to South Africa. Her love of drawing began at a young age, but it wasn't until her late 20s that she pursued illustration. It was during this time she discovered digital illustration, and the rest is history. Today, her work centers around the unique diversity of South Africans. Kimishka decided to work on this unique project because it aligns with her cause of expanding the representation of people of color, so Black, Indigenous people of color, I believe is what that stands for. Maybe I should Google that, check. I'll put it on the screen to make sure. So BIPOC. Being given the opportunity by Natasha to create something so beautiful and distinctive could not be passed up. Yes, I love that so much. Okay, so let's read about the deck. So we have the deck story. We have Understanding the Tarot. Okay. Okay, so we have symbolism in the deck. So we have water specifically. Okay. Then we have the moon. And then it talks about the phases of the moon. Okay, that's interesting. Then we have the suits. So the suits are wands, baskets for cups, knives for swords, and coins for pentacles. And then for the court cards, sons are page, daughters are knights, mothers are queens, and fathers are kings. Okay, I like that very much. And it gives you the information. So we have wands, we have like, I guess, sticks. Then we have baskets for cups. Knives looks like spears. And then we have shells for coins. That's cool. We have some numerology. We have some alignment with yang and yin. We have some affirmations. So let's just look at the structure. Oh, we have a lot of spreads. So let's look at that first, actually. So we have one card spread. So it gives us different questions. We have 2 card spreads. We have 3 card spreads. Wow. We have 4 card spreads. Very nice. We have some 5 card options. There's a lot of spreads in here. Then we have a specialty spread. Another specialty spread. Interesting. These are a lot of cards. I'm gonna have to take a lot of time. And then another specialty spread. This one's of all the months. Cool. I love that. Then we have preparing for a reading, which seems like this is pretty standard within a tarot deck. And then it goes into the card meanings. Okay, so then we go into major arcana. So what do we have here? We have the title of the card. We have some traits, a card description. We have some questions to consider. We have flower, element, chakra, yin yang, and yin, aligning, and then affirmation. Interesting. Okay, let's see if we have that for the minors. Okay, the court cards. Interesting. So the courts are separate. Oh, okay. So the courts are separate. Okay, so what do we have? We have the traits, card description, yin yang, and yin, and aligning. Okay, so no affirmation here, and no other kinds of things that were, what was the other options in the thing? We had no questions to consider, and no flower, element, chakra, and affirmation. Okay. Then for the minors, we have the same thing as the court cards. So just traits, card description, yin yang, yin, and aligning. Okay. That's fine. Then that's it. It goes into about the author and artist. Okay. So let's get into the cards. These are the backs. I'm pretty sure these are larger than tarot, but let me get a standard tarot deck and show. Okay, so here's an extra card from the RWS. Yeah, so it is taller and wider than standard tarot. So if you have small hands, this deck might be a little big. I will say, though, that it's a little bit bigger width-wise, but I feel like it would be fine to shuffle like this. So we'll see. I'll show different ways to shuffle once we're done going through the cards. So yes, these are the backs. Very nice. Love the different patterns. So fun. I think also these are the moon phases, maybe. Okay. So those were all the cards. The artwork is absolutely stunning. I love it. I'm actually really in love with the artwork. I love that they don't have faces. It's just a really interesting concept not to give like a figure of a person a face. I actually really love that. In the deck, I like the structure. So the structure was interesting. So it went from the major arcana into the court cards and then into the minors. So all the court cards are together. Now with the courts, it actually starts with the queen and then goes to the king. So it's queen, king, knight, and then page for all of them, which I thought was really interesting. I also noticed that there are the moon phases in every card except for the devil, which I found interesting, and the moon itself, and that's it. So the devil and the moon don't have moon phases cards, moon phases within the cards. So I'm wondering if there's a specific significance for the moon phases in there. Like, I know they talk about the moon phases within the book, but I'm wondering if it's mentioned as to why there's moon phases on each card, because it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. It just goes through the moon phases and tells you what they are. It doesn't say It doesn't give a moon phase for each card that there's the phases in within the major arcana. So I'm wondering, does it say it within here? Not really. So that's interesting. I would have loved to know what's the symbology of the moon phases in those specific cards, and specifically why I know why the moon wouldn't have it because it's the moon card, but why doesn't the devil have it? It's interesting. Let me look at the devil card. I want to see what it says. I'm really intrigued. I'm intrigued by the moon phase aspect. Now, from the majors, I'm in love with the High Priestess. I love the Empress card. Like, look at that waterfall behind her. Like, oh, so beautiful with the lotus. So beautiful. Then I absolutely love the Chariot. She looks so fierce. So fierce. The Strength is pretty cool. She's doing some kind of like ballet pose with Panther, I think. Is this a Panther? Let me just double check. Hopefully it says. Could also be a jaguar. So I just want to make sure that I am saying proper things. Strength. It doesn't say. Why you no say? Not cool. I wish it said what it was. It doesn't say. Oh. Okay. It doesn't say. So I don't know. Could be either a panther or like a jaguar, I'm assuming. Love the Hermit card. Look at this Hangman. So fun. This Death card is so beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. There is the aspect of snakes. We have a skeleton. Very interesting. There's like some growth and rebirth, in my opinion, happening here with the all the leafery, the greenery rather. Leafery. I made up a new word, I guess. So, yes. Love this so much. Yeah, so the major is super fun. The court cards are really interesting. I love the energy that they have. Like, I love this. This is interesting for a cups card. I literally thought this was pentacles because of the growth and the feels very pentacles vibe. Let's see. Father of baskets. Okay, the traits are provider and support. Okay. Let me read this, actually. I really want to read this card. Let me bring over. Okay. Traits. Provider, support. Card description. A man stands under an arch in his garden, filling his basket with some of the flourishing harvest. And that's why it made me feel like, King of Pentacles. The Father of Baskets has a skilled level of emotional intelligence and carries this awareness as he interacts with the world. He holds the key to equilibrium between the heart and the head. 100%. That's always what the King of Cups is about balance. This card in a reading is a reminder to hold firm to your boundaries and to voice your needs to protect your whole self. The Father of Baskets applies intellect, making wise decisions and not letting other people or circumstances distract him from his core values and morals. Remember, when you engage with others, you must practice peaceful navigation around their feelings and emotional triggers. In Yang, stability, generosity, resourcefulness trustworthiness. In yin, manipulation, betrayal, hatred, insecurity. Aligning, commit to volunteer work. I love that. That is amazing. I love it. I love it. I really love it. Reading the book helps navigate some of the cards. So, yeah, I really, really love this. Very interesting. This was fun to see. The Queen of Pentacles, she literally has a beehive. I love that. This was interesting. Father of Coins. I don't know what's going on here. I would like to read this, or at least to understand what's going on in the photo. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, it's a table. It's a table of covered in cowrie shells. Okay, so the Father of Coin stands in front of a table covered in cowrie shells. Behind him, his ancestors are showcased on the wall. He, in a worldly and material sense, has made it and is financially secure. The Father of Coins knows that mindsets matter, and he has the ultimate abundance mindset, solidifying him and future generations. Why isn't this even focused? So yes, let me show the card again because it wasn't focused while I was reading. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense for the King of Pentacles. I really love that, actually. I was just confused with what this thing in front of him was. So yes. Now for the minor suit, there was a few cards that I actually wanted to read in full that I felt so empowered by. This one here, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Four of Baskets, and this one, the 10 of Knives. Beautiful. I absolutely love it. Gorgeous. Okay, so let's start here with the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is usually a hard-hitting card, and this imagery is, wow, like very hard-hitting, but I feel like it has probably a good message behind it, so I want to read what it says in the book. So, 10 of Knives, traits, crisis, painful endings. Card description. A woman kneels on the ground, wounded, looking up to the sky in her disheveled state. She has hit a record low, but the sun peeks through the clouds at her, hinting that not all is lost. When the woman has healed and processed her injuries mentally, physically, and emotionally, the time for her to stand up and continue her journey will have come. The 10 of Knives is a card of endings and closure. It's time to start over and embrace a new energy. The woman has been hurt by many weapons where one would have been enough. While the woman's pain and suffering are sincere, she must ensure that she doesn't fall prey to a victim mentality. You have learned many lessons by this point. Take the knowledge and make different choices to bring about a new outcome. Yin Yang, recovery, making it through trials and tribulations, trusting your intuition around who is really in your inner circle. In Yin, rock bottom, destruction, crisis, deep wounds, refusal to accept that something or someone is over. Aligning, allow your working and living environments the chance to breathe, open the windows. So this is what I read. Like, wow. Very deep. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. This is like such a deep card. Such a deep card. Okay. Four of Baskets. I really love the fact that she's looking at herself with the Four of Cups. Four of Cups, this is not usually the symbology that we see, right? And if you think of the Four of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith, the guy sitting, there's a tree behind him, there's like a cloud, a hand coming out with a cup, and then he's looking at, you know, three cups that are in front of him. I don't remember if they're spilled over or what it was, but there's three cups in front of him, and he's missing the one that's being handed to him. So I'm interested to see what exactly the book says about this particular card, because she's looking at herself in the mirror, which I think is very interesting. So, Four Baskets, traits, reevaluation, contemplation. Card description. A woman pauses to look in the mirror. She is feeling stuck. She looks away from the baskets, uninterested. She doesn't see the new growth in the plants on the wall. Oh, okay. So it's about the plants on the wall. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. I wanted to look into that. Look into it deeper myself. Okay. New growth in the plants on the wall, a sign of potential opportunity. She only has to look around to see it. The Four of Baskets represents a need to ground ourselves, reflect, and make a new choice. It is time to rekindle your imagination and curiosity. The mirror is an ask that you look not only externally, but internally. Where are your stress and struggles resonating from? Dwelling in the past or obsessing about the future steals you of the present. Previous hardships and heartbreak or distractions may be preventing you from seeing blessings and miracles. Step away from the cycles of worry and fear, as they lessen your ability to receive. This card is a call to shift your focus to what is working and to open yourself up for more good to come. 100%, this is like the typical, that last sentence is like the typical meaning of the Four of Cups. So I'm resonating a lot with this. And now that I've read this, it's allowed me to refocus myself with the imagery of the card. So I'm really enjoying this so far. And then Yin Yang, refusal to fall in love again or take another chance of being hurt. News about a situation that has already developed, a time of stability when you can begin to establish a relationship with yourself. In Yin, realignment, withdrawal, depression, rejection of help. Aligning, say yes to others who are offering to lend a hand. So yeah, I really like that. Really like that a lot. Actually, let me show you first what I read. This is what I read. Very good, very good. I'm really loving the book so far. The guidebook. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, the imagery. Love the imagery. Okay. Now the Nine of Wands and the another Wands card, the Seven of Wands, I love the imagery so much. Very powerful imagery in these two cards. Specifically, I find them very powerful. And I really wanted to read these two. Now, from what we know about the Seven and Nine of Wands, typically the Seven of Wands is about it's about protecting yourself. Nine of Wands is typically about defending yourself, about resilience and things like that. So I'm definitely interested to see what the book has to say about these two particular cards. Fix that a bit. There we go. Okay, Nine of Wands. Traits. Test of faith, resistance. Card description. 9 individuals hold up the power fist as a united front. The 9 of Wands warns of the other side of consistent action, exhaustion, and burnout. This card asks 3 things of you. Defend yourself, persevere, and exhibit stamina. Whether you're fighting for your rights or exercising your voice, prepare your moments of discouragement, especially when the struggle has been ongoing. This card is a sign not to give up. Enact regular spiritual protection for you, yours, and your spaces. Listen to your needs and accommodate yourself accordingly. The 9 of Wands indicates a time of review and acknowledge your achievements and successes. Do not doubt yourself. Continue to fight the noble fight. Get in good trouble. In Yang, collective struggle, last stand, resilience, guarding your boundaries. In Yin, exhaustion from drama and injustice, isolation, toxic relationships, narrow-mindedness, aligning. Reflect and adjust your priorities. Yeah, that's beautiful. It definitely reflects on everything that's going on now in society and injustice and Black Lives Matter and everything. So I think that's so powerful. So powerful. Let me just show you what I read first before I show you the card again. Everything I read. Amazing. So amazing. Oop. We have the 7 of Wands falling. Okay, there we go. Such a powerful card. This one's even more hard-hitting with the what looks like police people. Okay, the 7 of Wands, traits, protection, challenge, card description. A woman smudges the air at a protest in front of armed forces. The 7 of Wands represents fighting for what you believe in. Just defending yourself and holding strong in establishing your boundaries. This card asks you to make decisions aligned with your inner being and truth, rather than coddling a wounded ego. Be your own activist. The 7 of Wands reminds you of all the sacrifices, adaptation, and resilience required of your ancestors for you to be where you are today. Call upon that energy and strength. Sweetgrass, tobacco, and cedar are traditional African American spiritual tools for cleansing oneself, space, and tools. This card encourages you to hold your ground. You will not be unseated. Make the choice not to compromise the best of you for anyone. Know your worth. In Yang, fighting injustice, multiple jobs, and overworking, taking care of dependents, being the victim of attacks from numerous people. In Yin, accepting one's limits, choosing between safety and health and what people expect from you, prioritizing one's health, being fired. Aligning, make time to disconnect and cleanse. So this is what I read. Absolutely amazing. I am literally in love with this. So powerful, so beautiful, so amazing. So I didn't show how it shuffles, so let's shuffle this up. Typically I overhand. So it is longer than traditional tarot. So if you can't get your hands around it and can't shuffle like this, I would suggest instead shuffling it like this, the long way. Oops, losing cards. Like that. But I'm okay with shuffling this way, so I think I'm going to do that instead. But I just wanted to show you an alternative in case this deck was a little too big for your hands. Now, again, I don't bridge or riffle shuffle, so I'm not sure how this kind of cardstock would shuffle like that. It is matte. It feels like it would be flexible, though. I don't think it's not super duper thick where it would have a hard time. So I think it would be fine to bridge and riffle, but I don't know because I don't bridge and riffle. I just overhand. And that's it. Okay, so that should be good for now. I'm going to switch up the view of my table now. I would like to show you a bit of the journal that I received, which you can buy separately if you would like to journal with this particular deck. And I actually want to do some pairings. So I've been thinking about what I want to pair with this particular deck in terms of oracle wise. I don't have many oracle decks that, well, I have oracle decks that are diverse, but I don't have oracle decks that are specifically black focused in my collection. So I picked out a few that I feel like the color, like it would work well with the color palette probably. So I want to show those and see how I like them. So let's change this up. Okay, so first let's dive into this beautiful journal. So it's called The Ancestral Illumination, a guided journal for Black Tarot. In the back here, it says, align with your ancestors and honor your truth. Dive into this beautifully designed journal filled with prompts, questions, tarot advice, and more to help you record and reflect on your tarot journey. So brought to you by the author of Black Tarot, this guided journal will help you connect with your ancestral heritage and in turn your truest self. So this retails for $17.95 in the US, $22.99 in Canada. So we have the same end papers as the guidebook, which I love. Go straight into the introduction. We have the star card here. It goes into engaging in ancestral work, which love that. Beautiful. We have some information here. We have rituals for the moon phases, which are great. Questions to meditate on. And then we have a tarot reading example. So this is how the layouts are within the book itself. So it gives you an example here of how you can fill it out, which is really cool. And then it goes into month one. So you can literally use this for the full year. How many are in here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 tarot reading type pages, and then it goes into the monthly tarot reading reflection. Okay, and then it goes into month 2. So you can literally do 4 tarot readings per month, plus the end of month reflection for each month for 12 months, I believe. Yeah, 12 months. 12 months. And then it goes into tarot keywords, which is awesome. Here's all the majors. Then we have the minor arcana. So here the minors and quartz are together. So it's great. And then it goes into tarot birth card. In the major arcana, we have numerology. We have some extra note pages in the back, which is really cool. And then we have some stickers, which is really fun. Oh, that's so nice. Awesome. So we have like 4 sheets. 4 sheets? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 4 sticker sheets here with some extra stickers plus a sticker for each card, which is super fun. I don't think I'll use the stickers. I want to keep them intact, but absolutely love that. This is a beautiful journal, I have to say. So now that we've looked at that, I want to look at some pairings with the tarot deck. So let's split this down the middle and put that side by side. So the first pairing that I wanted to try was the Urban Crow Oracle. I was thinking that the colors might go well together. Sorry for the little bit of glare from my light, but the colors, in my opinion, go well, especially with the minor arcana. I'm wondering if there's any here. Yeah, I like this actually. I feel like the colors go well with this particular deck. Obviously the themes don't match, but I feel like the colors go well. Then I wanted to see how the Herbal Astrology Oracle would pair with this particular deck. I don't know if the color vibes would do, but there are people of color in this particular deck, so I felt like that would pair well. I feel like some of the colors are great, especially the browns and the beiges, because those go well with some of the colors displayed in here. Oh, I love this actually. I feel like this goes well together. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about these pairings. Ooh, like this really goes well together. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. This one too goes well. Then I thought about the seed and sickle because of the borders. So this has like a border around it. I don't think the colors will go well, but actually that kind of goes well with the Oh yeah, it kind of goes well with this, with the pink. I don't know if I like this pairing as much as the last one. I really did like the it kind of looks nice together. I like the Urban Crow Oracle and the Herbal Astrology so far. Then I was thinking maybe the Illustrated Bestiary Oracle cards might go well, maybe. Yeah, actually that might tie in a bit. I do like that actually. I wonder if all 3 of these decks would go well together. Interesting. Maybe. It could have potential. I don't know. This one I'm unsure about. And lastly, I was thinking maybe the Earthcraft Oracle, but this one's really bright, so I don't think so. Well, maybe this. This could probably go with the blues. But like the bright colors like this, with these muted colors, like I love this deck though, but I don't think it would go well with this. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't feel like this one fits because it's way too bright. I love using this deck in the summer though. This is like one of my favorite decks to use in the summer because it's so bright. Like she's so beautiful. The artist for this deck, oh, I love it so much. Yeah, so this one's a no from me. I think my top contenders are really the Urban Crow and the Herbal Astrology Oracles. Those ones I feel like the color palettes really fit, even though the themes don't, but the color palettes really fit for me in those specific decks. But let me know in the comments what you think of the pairings that I chose, or if you have any other pairings that you would like to suggest to me, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So that was the Black Tarot by Natasha Williams and Kimishka Naidoo. I do thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this deck and journal. I'd love to hear from you and what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a great day.